Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Clear the Ice, a Flyers postgame show here on the It's a Wrap Sports Network with your boy Matty B on the call tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody out there who might be enjoying their holiday, getting a start or a jump on their holiday celebrations. Definitely not much to celebrate tonight out in Pittsburgh as the Flyers and Penguins went down tonight. Last game for both teams before the mandatory Christmas break for the Flyers and Penguins, and a critical game, start of a 6-game road trip for the Flyers. That's going to take them from Western PA to the West Coast. So it was pretty imperative that I thought that they got off to a positive start to the trip tonight. Play a tough game against a team that they're very comparable with, and try to steal a win here. And what we saw tonight was, what the Flyers are, and that is a very inconsistent team. Once again, suffering from goalie issues, suffering from I didn't really see too many defensive breakdowns. There was a lot of turnovers tonight. Not many giveaways though. I'll give the Flyers credit there. Their penalty kill has seemed to have just gone away. They're terrible now. 28 goals or 29 goals now surrendered, shorthanded by the Flyers this season. And then the offense is still the offense. They go through large spurts of the game where they don't get any offense, and then they come on and they come at you hard. But again, they just don't have enough horses in the barn when they can't stop shots. They're giving up way too many goals. They're now well over 3.5 given up a game, 7 more tonight. Sam Ersson just did not look good. And the goals he was giving up, as I said, there were some breakdowns, but nothing egregious in this game. There's nothing that I'm going to sit down tomorrow and make a video about and say, you know what, this is why so-and-so is struggling. There were pretty clean shots. There were pretty clean looks. Igor Zamula struggled a little bit defensively tonight. He also had one of the goals. So where do you go from here? 7-3. They're back under 500. They'll go into the Christmas break and then head out to the West Coast to see if they can get it right against Anaheim, LA, San Jose, and Vegas, which is not going to be easy for them. It's not. It's a tough road trip. It's tough road to hoe, finishing out the 2024 calendar year. Is it frustrating? Yeah. 7 goals tonight. They're starting to average upwards around 5-6 goals a game over the last 10 games. I haven't seen that from the Flyers in a very long time. They haven't had goaltending like that in a very long time. Goaltending is part of the rebuild, like it or not. We already have accepted that, right? It was accepted last season when all that stuff went down with Carter Hart, and the Flyers decided to go that route. And, it's just like it is for the rest of the team. They're trying to figure out what this team is going to look like in the future between the pipes. And tonight, Sam Ersson continues to struggle since coming back from the IR. Is struggling hard. He made it through 3/4 of the game. Kolbasov came out in the third period, started the third period and finished out the game. Gave up 2 goals. I mean, he gave up the 1 goal, but then, he gave up the 2 goals, and then the short, and then the 1 goal, and then the empty netter. So, 7-3. And what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know what to say, honestly. It's getting very frustrating. So, let's head over to the game and break some of the stuff down. Let's kind of get you up to speed. Tonight, healthy scratches for the Flyers. They were the usual suspects. Ivan Fedotov and Eric Johnson tonight were the healthy scratches. Sean Couturier back in the lineup. And Oli Lixell sent back down to Lehigh Valley. For the Penguins, it was Kevin Hayes. Did not get the chance to renew relationships with Kevin Hayes tonight as he was a healthy scratch. Jesse Polovari and Nathan Clermont were the healthy scratches the scratches tonight for the Penguins. Administratively, in this game, the Flyers ended up out shooting Pittsburgh 27-2. The Flyers were 0-for-0 in the power play. No power play opportunities for the Flyers. The Penguins were 3-for-3 on their power play. A huge part of why the Flyers lost tonight. Penguins were 3-for-3 on the power play. Flyers gave the puck away 8 times. They blocked 8 shots, and they only took it away 7 times. Again, that's a positive. The giveaways is less than 10. I'll take that. In between the pipes for the Flyers, again, Sam Ersson for 2 periods, and faced 14 shots, saved 9 of them. ended up with a piddly 6.43 save percentage. Kovasov comes in, faces 7 shots, gives up 1 goal, and it was on the power play, and he comes up, finishes the night with an 8.57 save percentage for the Flyers in the losing effort tonight, 7-3 to the Penguins. Do I have to break this down? Do I have to go inside the numbers here? Do I got to start breaking goals down? There's a lot of them to break down, but you know what? We'll do it because that's what we do here on the program. Let's get it going as the Penguins would get things rolling here in the first period at the 129 mark of the game. Ryan Rust is 15th from Sidney Crosby, and we'll talk about him in a minute. His 27th assist, and Raquel, his 12th assist. Let's key up the video on this goal. Let's get it ready here, and let's roll it inside the Penguin zone on this one as they'll break it out. Again, there's nothing too sexy about any of these goals tonight. There were clean looks for the most part, and Urson, for the most part, was just not able to contend with him. Sidney Crosby was once again flexing his muscle against the Flyers as he has done his entire friggin' career. There's a penalty that was, I believe that was called. I don't know if it wasn't. If it wasn't, it was a penalty. They're going to continue to give possession behind the net. Igor Zamula, again, we're going to talk a little bit about him. He didn't have the greatest game tonight defensively. Did score the goal, or had a goal tonight. I mean, it's hard for me to really pick apart. This is a pretty well-defended play. They're just going to keep cycling the puck, keep looking for that opening. They're going to find it right here, but this is a very low percentage scoring opportunity. Urson goes down, but the puck goes up underneath underneath his elbow or underneath his arm, and there you have 1-0 Pittsburgh. Again, I can't really fault a breakdown here because there isn't one. Pittsburgh cycling the puck, looking for an opportunity. Now look at the shot from Rust. Look where he's at, man. Look where the hell he's standing at, or he's on the ice. He might as well be in the stands. Good God, man. He is on the wall side of the dot. So what does that mean? He's in bad ice, and he's up almost in above the circles. I mean, good God, dude. I don't really, and again, I'm not going to pretend that I can step back there and play goalie in the National Hockey League, but come on, Sam Urson, you got to do better than this. There was no screen in front other than the one maybe provided by Zamula a little bit here, but this is a shot that gets elevated. Urson just misplays it, and there you have it, 1-0 Penguins. And those are the goals that you got. You can't give those goals up, man. Those are the goals that sink a season, man. Those are the goals that demoralize a team. And the Penguins got one of them, 1-0 at this point. But Zamula, the aforementioned Zamula, would get the Flyers on the board at the 6:12 mark of the first period. So about 5 minutes later, his second of the season from Paling and Lautinen. Let's bring that bad boy up. Again, not a sexy goal to talk about, but a very effective goal. And, I'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take it. So let's bring it up. I mentioned I need a producer. All right. So here we go. Let's get it going. The Flyers do a pretty good job here of kind of keeping control of the puck inside the zone. Nice little play here. Zamula. Ristolainen's going to keep it alive. Look for Zamula coming in. Again, not a sexy shot. Jerry's going to misplay this one a little bit, as this was actually a really nice shot. He decides to go up right above that glove hand. Good to see Zamula get a goal. I mean, he's really struggled this year. They had a lot of high hopes for him. I know I had high hopes for him coming out of camp. Hasn't really worked out for him, but it's good to see Zamula get that goal there. And the Flyers had the equalizer, and things were stabilized a little bit. But at the 11:53 mark, here come the Penguins once again. Rackle this time with his 16th from Rust and Carlson to make it 2-1 Pittsburgh. And let's bring that one up. A lot of goals early in this game. What was it? 4 goals, 4-1 at the end of the first period as the Penguins kind of went off. I'm surprised Urson actually survived the first period, or that he wasn't yanked in the second. Honestly, I am very surprised about that. And of course, we saw the footage of Tortorella lipping the Kovalcev coming back from the second period. Get ready. You might be going in. But here we go. Let's roll this now. Penguins are going to come into the zone here. Again, follow the puck. Just going to look for an opening. Gets the opening. There's Crosby with that opening. There's an opportunity here to get the puck back. Zamula's going to misplay the puck. Keeps the puck alive in front of Urson. Yeah, that's a breakdown a little bit. Then there's a little bit of a whack-a-mole at the puck. They fail to clear the puck. So if you want to call it a breakdown, yeah, we'll call that a breakdown. But then everybody resets, and the Flyers have their people. It's not like they lose control of it. This is going to be a goal that pretty much is an out-muscled goal. This is one of those types of situations where, again, it's kind of a wonky shot. It goes up in between Zamula, handcuffs Urson on the far side, and there's the goal. Innocent looking shot, man. I mean, it was well defended. You got to have them. 2-1 Pittsburgh at this point now. So, Rackle's goal. Yeah, you got to have those goals, man. It's hard for me. Listen, I am all about laying down the law when it comes to defensive breakdowns. And yeah, there was a few miscues in that play. There was few missed opportunities to clear the puck by Zamula in that play. I will give you that. And everyone's got to do their part. But Urson's got to do better, man. He's got to do better. It was a funky shot. Might have gotten he was screened a little bit by Zamula. You could see that. He's just got to do better. He's got to do better, and he's got to make that play. 2-1 now Pittsburgh at this point. But we're not through the scoring in the first period, because Michael Bunting at the 16-15 mark of the first on the power play, his 8th from Malkin and Crosby. I'm so ready to stop saying those names for a career. Would make it now 3-1 Pittsburgh. Let's get you that one going. Again, this is on the power play. Flyers were over 3 shorthanded tonight. Could not do anything shorthanded at all. So let's bring that up. This is the first one. All right, here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. It's in the Flyer zone. Again, on the power play, what is your main responsibility on the power play? Is defend the net. You gotta try to keep everybody in front of you. You don't have numbers. Someone's going to be open, but you got to collapse down and defend your goalie. And the Flyers, I thought, did this pretty well. Penguins are going to, again, cycle the puck, looking for some scoring opportunities, looking for a gap in that defense. Flyers are collapsing down low. There's probably a missed opportunity to feed the puck right out in front there, but, the Flyers recover. Zamula's going to take him down here. Very well defended for a shorthanded play. But then here we go. We got a break in the armor. Zamula might have popped up a little bit too far. As I said, there's breakdowns in this game, and this I'll give a 50-50 here. Zamula kind of misplayed this a little bit. He kind of came up too far. As a defenseman, you're trained and you're taught and you're coached very early. You are the last line of defense in a power play or on shorthanded, and you're defending your goalie. I would never leave somebody standing in front of my goalie and skate by them or go up. I'm going to stay down low with that person because I am more concerned with what that person's going to do with the puck. And Zamula came up a little bit too much, kind of pulled himself a little bit out of the play, wasn't able to recover quick enough, and obviously was out-muscled a little bit to the play. And there you have, what's it now, 3-1 Pittsburgh as they're pouring it on here at this point. But they weren't done because here we go again on the power play at the 17:44 mark. Philip Tomasino, his 4th from Crosby, his 29th assist of the season. Crosby had himself a friggin' 4-point night, 3 assists and a goal. It was an empty netter, but he had the goal. As I said, I'm getting ready. Hopefully it's almost time to say goodbye to that guy and not have to talk about him. He's been a Flyer killer his entire career. Let's bring it up. So this is actually going to start on the Flyer rush. They got a 3-on-1, and this hasn't been a nightmare all year. Let's just call it what it is. The Flyers on the transition with an odd man rush has been a nightmare. They don't know what to do. Again, a little indecision on Lawton, doesn't make the pass. Shoots. The 3 pursuers go behind the net. Jari then puts the puck out. A very alert goalie here starts the rush the other way, and now the Penguins got numbers. This is a terrible. The Flyers have been terrible in transition all season long. They got a 2-on-1, and you got Crosby running the show 2-on-1. Not the guy you want as he knows what to do with the puck in a timely manner. He's going to take the shot. The rebound is going to come out. The Penguins are going to win the battle to the boards. As what is that? Crosby again. That's not Crosby. Who's that? Malkin over there. They're going to keep it going behind the net. This is just this is so bad. This is such bad hockey right here. There's an attempt of a giveaway. They can't get the puck. They're out muscled. And then here you go. You pretty much know what's going to happen there. Travis Konechny is way out of position. He's not trying to play defense. This is a demoralizing goal. This was the goal that I thought sealed the deal for the Flyers. Everything about this goal was terrible. From the transition play, 3-on-1, the lack of creativity by Scott Laughton on the 3-on-1, the over pursuit of the three forwards on that 3-on-1 after the play was stopped, assuming that Jerry was going to kill the puck. He did it. Very alert, very smart play by him to get the puck heading back the other way because they know they have numbers going the other way. And just a lackadaisical, just lackadaisical. A nice save there by Urson, but the Flyers can't get on the loose puck. They're going to play keep away from the Flyers. The Flyers try to get on it. They can't clear it. It's just, look at this. You got Sanheim can't get the puck. I mean, I know it's slowed down in slow motion, but geez Louise, to me, it seems the Flyers are moving in this speed. It really does. Look at that. Yeah. Sealer out muscled by Crosby, and there you go. Just terrible goal. Terrible goal. Absolute terrible goal. 4-1 at this point. And mercifully, that ends the first period. On that period, it was 9-9 with the shots. And that was maybe the only positive thing that came out of that period. And I thought heading into intermission, we were going to see the end of Sam Ersson. But no, Ersson did come back out to get things going in the second period. And the Flyers, they woke up. Noah Cates continues his hot streak. 4 goals now in his last 4 games. His 6th in the year from Brink and York at the 4:29 mark to get the Flyers within 2 at 4-2. Let's bring it up. And we're going to get the puck coming out of the zone. This was a nice little play, get the transitional offense happening. Again, the Flyers have been terrible in transition play, but, they're going to keep going at it. Brink doesn't really have much here, but Brink does a really good job by waiting for something. And he does. He does an outstanding job. And there's Cates kind of sliding behind everybody. Beautiful pass. Cates is going to take it. Doesn't hold on to the puck too long. Makes a decision quick. Throws it on net, and that was a nifty goal. I got to give credit where it was due, and there's some growth with that type of play. Bobby Brink deciding not to chip it along and just say, you know what, I don't got numbers right now. I'm by myself. No, I'm going to hold up a little bit. I'm going to sit on it as much as I can, wait for somebody else to kind of support the play, and Noah Cates does. Beautiful pass, and Cates is able to kind of catch it, shoot it, not waste too much time with that. Flyers are back in this thing at 4-2. Then at the 13:06 mark, Sean Couturier, his 7th from Travis Konechny, his 25th, and Laughton, his 11th, to get the Flyers within 1. And it was, the Flyers were following their old recipe, give up a lot of goals, start scoring a lot. But I don't feel comfortable in games like that because I don't think the Flyers offensively have enough to go toe-to-toe with teams. And, I just don't feel comfortable with those games. But here we go. Let's take a look at it. Flyers, once again, a clean look out of the zone. Wait for the play. It's connecting right there. He's going to wait for the play to set up. Gets it up to the captain. He's going to get angled off, but he's going to hold it. He's going to use some of his experience, speed there and that length, and gets a lucky break there underneath the pad of Jerry to get the Flyers within 4-3. Not a sexy goal, but effective goal. As Sean Couturier using anything that he has left to try to conjure up some offense. 4-3 Flyers trailing at this point as they have new life. And but that new life would be extinguished at the 18:48 mark Michael Bunting, his 9th from Malkin and Carlson would put the Penguins up 5-3. And we always say this: you don't want to give them up late in periods, and you don't want to give them up early in periods. They are such a demoralizing shot to the gut when you give up a goal late in a period, and you got to go into the dressing room and think about that goal for an additional 20 minutes before you come back out. Same thing with giving up goals early on in the first minute or so of the period. Then your game plan is you start pressing at that point. So I tell you to stay away from doing that. But the Flyers couldn't, as Bunting would get the Penguins on the board, get that 2-goal lead back for them to make it 5-3. And we're going to bring that one up. And I think that's the last goal I have. I didn't bother with the others. Just really got frustrated after that. But here we go. There's the Bunting goal. Turnover in the zone. As you can see, 1 minute, 25 seconds remaining in the period. Penguins are going to set up. And, yeah, I mean, I don't give up you got to give up some rebounds. They can't control the puck. Penguins they were beating the Flyers the pucks all night long. They were winning battles in the corners all night long. The Flyers try to get out of the zone. Once again, they're going to get out of the zone here, but the puck goes into neutral ice. Penguins control it. Flyers, again, chasing pucks all night long. And it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating hockey. They're going to turn the puck around. Now, here's the one thing about this goal. Let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah. I wasn't sure before, but I can see it now. It's an onside play. This everyone's back. You got 2 players here. Let's take a look at that again. Let's move it up. Where is the puck? Because it's the guy down here. I think it's Bunting. So I got a puck right here. So the puck is still on the blue and Bunting's back. Yeah, that's onside. I wasn't sure, but there you go. That look confirmed it. It's an onside play. And there's Bunting's going to get the puck here. A little bit of a breakdown again. Not bad. He's going to get back in time, and Urson just gets beat. Terrible night from Urson, man. Terrible night. 5-3 Penguins as they'll go into the third period. There was no goal scoring until late in the third. In that second period, though, let me get ahead of myself. The Flyers outshot the Penguins 12-5. 12-5. In the third period, Sidney Crosby at the 17:30 mark. There was a pretty defensively driven third period. Flyers couldn't get anything going offensively. Alexei Kovalev came in that period, shut things down for the Flyers. Crosby would get the empty netter at 17:30 as the Flyers pulled their goalie with about 4 minutes to go to try to generate some offense. It didn't work. Crosby gets his 10th of the year unassisted, and then with the goalie back in the net, Blake Lizotta is 8th on the power play at the very end of the game on a penalty on Michkov from Shea and Neto, make it 7-3 Penguins. And there you have your 7-3 Penguins winners tonight over the Flyers. In that third period, the Penguins outshot the Flyers 8-6 and yada, yada, yada. There we are. Yep, there we are. 7-3 losers for the Flyers. Let's head over to Clear the Ice stat pack. Flyers now 15-16-4, remain at 34 points through 35 games. They are now 15 for 96 on the power play because they didn't have any power play chances tonight. Still below 16% effective on the season. The power play or the penalty kill tonight was terrible. They gave up 3 shorthanded goals. They are now been shorthanded 99 times and have given up 80 I've killed 80 of them. I've given up 80 of them. But I've given up 19 shorthanded goals on the season. So that percentage now is dipping. It's down to 80%. 1 more percent down, they're into bad territory. I mean, they're in the terrible territory, but a shorthanded unit that was up in the high 80s, low 90s all season last year has just not been the same this year. With the Flyers 3 goals tonight, they're now over 100 with 104, still less than 3 a game, 2.9. With the 7 given up, they've now given up 126 goals, 3.6 a game. That's not going to do it anywhere. Flyers have registered 957 shots for 27 a game. They've given up 974 for 27 a game. Overtime record is still 5-2. The shootout record is 3-2. Shootout goals of 6. They still only have the 2 shorthanded goals. 204 takeaways now in the year for 5.8 a game. 513 giveaways for 14.6 an average a game. Less than 15, I'll take it. They've given up, or they blocked 641 shots for 18 a game. And I am now 8-8-3 as your host on Clear the Ice. So there you have it, man. Not much really else to say about this thing. Goaltending has become a problem. Going into the season was very much understood that we would struggle, or we lacked an identity now in between the pipes. And that was understood. Everybody, I think, knew it. Everybody was ready for it. Sam Ersson, though, last year, and the opportunity was given, but played well towards, that front part. Kind of fizzled out a little bit down the stretch. But he showed flashes of a number one. There was a gamble. Tortorella himself said it coming into the season. I am concerned about the goaltending situation. I don't know how we're going to be there. In the beginning of the season, Ersson had played well. Then he went on the IR. He's come back, and he has not been the same. He's been terrible. Let's just put it to you that way. He's been terrible. And tonight, no different. Just a lot of stuff as we looked at on these goals, not necessarily, hard shots to defend. Just misplayed a lot of them, got handcuffed by a couple of them. There was a breakdown with one of those goals, but, the others, what do you got there? So they need better goaltending. And I would imagine going forward, it's going to be interesting. Does Tortorella continue to ride Ersson? They're going to have a few days off till Saturday. Does he go back to Ersson on Saturday? Because they're going back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. So, ergo, was it Friday? Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, they're back-to-back. So someone's going to play on. So there's going to be 2 different goalies there. So who goes Saturday, who goes Sunday? We'll see. But is Ersson on a, does Ersson even take the trip? Do the Flyers make a move? They can't actually do anything right now because everybody's on the holiday freeze. But what do the Flyers do there with their goaltending situation going forward? And what can they do, really? It's what it is. Fedotov continues to sit on the active roster. Why isn't he down in the minor leagues playing? Right? A decision is going to have to be made. Tortorella said that coming back from his injury that they had to make a decision, but they weren't ready to yet. Are we ready now? I know a lot of Flyer fans are ready. They're ready for a decision. So got to get better goaltending. The goals, the Flyers are scoring. They're scoring a lot more than they were earlier in the season. They're hovering in around 3 a game. And that's like the bare minimum on the NHL average. That's something you can live with as a team. Anything less than 3 a game, you have a hard time living with. But they're covering right in around 3. They're getting enough offense. Some of the players are starting to heat up. But it's not helping them when they're not getting any goaltending support. The defense has had its struggles this season, more so than I thought they would. But tonight, it wasn't one of those nights. I thought they played pretty well defensively. There were some turnovers, some giveaways, a breakdown here and there, but nothing egregious like we've been seeing. They need a better job. They need better help from their goalies. And tonight, Sam Ersson did not pick them up at all. And there you have 7-3 as the Flyers will now head into the break. 1 game under 500 and get ready for the West Coast. And Cutter Gauthier, man, that's right. It's a chance to see him on Saturday. And here is your Clear the Ice lineup for the rest of the week. You got me on Saturday and you got me on Sunday. You got me all week. That's right. I am on Clear the Ice duty for the duration of the year. I have you for the rest of 2024. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a bumpy ride. And but tomorrow night, I'll be back on The Final Word with Maddie B as we'll continue to dissect the latest and greatest things that are happening in Philadelphia sports, to include personal attacks on my character. So we'll get into all that tomorrow. I can't wait. But listen, I want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas. We won't talk again on Clear with the Ice until after Christmas, but you'll see me again tomorrow night. But I want to wish you guys all. Actually, no, I will not be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I think I'm coming back tomorrow, but during the day. You might see me earlier in the day, like around lunchtime. We might do a midday word, call it. So we may do something like that. But I won't be back tomorrow night because it's Christmas Eve. I will be back on Christmas Day night, but probably not tomorrow night. it's Christmas Eve. So look for me sometime during the day. Well, I'm figuring that out right now. So we will talk soon. But from all of us on Clear the Ice, because we won't talk again until after Christmas, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a safe week. Enjoy yourself. Flyers fall 7-3. Goalie's a problem, folks. We're officially back into that zone of goalie issues, right? It was just a matter of time anyway. It's the Flyers, for God's sakes. We always have goalie problems, but we're back. And what do we do from this point going forward? We'll see. Flyers lose 7-3. We'll talk to you again on Saturday from Anaheim when we come back for Clear the Ice. You guys have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk again soon. And yes, of course, in the immortal words of the late, great Gene Hart, good night and good hockey.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Yeah, I so everybody know I'm you know when they click through. Try to send this about to be a so big vibe.